Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Jalen Hurts and the Las Vegas Raiders versus Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could...
Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 112 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Second down, here's Hurts. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And down to the 11. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And that'll set him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. On the run is Benjamin. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On fourth down, John Gruden says, let's try and get 3 out of this. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Herbert. And hitting Juju on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings that they that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he gets it down to the 32. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Herbert on first down now. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards on the play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. From 4 yards out, and the Chargers have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Hurts. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the 1st as he's dropped at the 46. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Out of the gun, Herbert. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. On 2nd down, Colbert. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And on the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. To the air again, Herbert. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal. From the gun, Herbert. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. And they give this time to the tailback. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here are the Chargers to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to fire one deep. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 30 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A quick pass out to Juju. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Colbert, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. From the gun, Herbert. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. From the gun, Herbert. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Ryan Izzo. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's the time.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Hurts. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15. And oh, he coughed it up. And picked up by the Chargers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Give us all. Give us all.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route, and the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat, and then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Setting up to throw on first down. And the Rams got him. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Ryan Izzo, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. On first down, Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They'll throw now on the final play. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will make it into the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And the return will stop right around the 25. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. On the ground, Benjamin. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards the pick up there. Second down, here's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Raiders are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, Herbert. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So out come the Raiders. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. L.A. set to take over again on offense, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 50, here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Herbert throwing again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Again, Herbert. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
Yeah.
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
On first down, Benjamin slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Hurts. Reception here by Ruggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
15 yards on the play, first down.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. From back at the 8 now after the false start, another try at 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. He'll run it, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Hurts. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And his kick is good. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. you got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later, not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And he's able to put it through. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll find his running back, Eno Benjamin. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the position no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And he's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. 30. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. This game wasn't tied for long. How about that? A big return here in the 4th.
And this is that time of game where every big play is magnified. 4th quarter, kick return for a touchdown. You've got to feel great about your chances at this stage of the game.
Yeah, they regained the lead. Now we'll see if they can hold it. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So he takes it from 2 yards deep all the way down the field into the other end zone. Add it all up, a 102-yard return on the kickoff. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. And now here come the Raiders. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw here. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
But first down, Hurts. His throw incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So that one will be accepted. And he'll give it here to his running back. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So now London down by 7. At time, a huge factor. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left. Want to save it.
And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. And that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Chargers, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
You